A very eerie scene here at Butlins in Minehead. The snow's cut off this little corner of England, but the UK Open is going ahead behind closed doors for safety reasons. It's a strange, quiet atmosphere around the playing areas in particular. But we have all the action for you, and the five-time former world champion Raymond van Barneveld has been knocked out on the opening day, losing 10-4 to Mervyn King. Well done to Merv, but Barney seemingly out of sorts this evening. He averaged 86. He didn't hit any 180s in the match. King, though, on fine form, averaging just under 100. He hit 4 180s, and his name will be in tonight's fourth round draw. Now, there is a mix of former world champions and rookies in action on boards 3 to 8. That's the way we like it in this tournament. We also like Ned Bolting to bring us all the news. What's happening up there, Ned?
Well, plenty, to be perfectly honest. A couple of big-name players in a little bit of trouble as well. Robert Thornton at the moment is 9-6 down, and A.D. Lewis is having a shocker as things stand. Last time I looked, he was 5-0 down in legs against Dirk van Duivenbode. So 5-1, as I understand it, the latest score. But A.D. has got work to do if he wants to stay in. And this man, well, needs no introduction, does he? Peter Wright. But look at that. Unorthodox arm warmer. His left arm just tattooed and bare flesh. His right throwing arm is insulated against the cold in the multi-board era. All right, those are live shots. Let's have a little look at some of the players who've already checked out and gone through into the fourth round. Ryan Meikle, 10-6 against Dave Chisnell. Another disappointment for Dave Chisnell there. Also through James Wade, also 10-6 against the Mirrorman, Simon Stevenson. Much more routine there for Wadey, the machine. On he goes. Then two Welshmen in a high-quality encounter, Robert Owen and last year's World Championship semi-finalist Jamie Lewis, dispatched 10-2. And then finally, the German Martin Schindler, 10-7. He got the better of Ryan Harrington. And let's just have a word with Martin Schindler. Martin, many congratulations. That was an adventure, wasn't it, today? You've flown from Berlin to Gatwick, and then what happened?
We took a taxi to go from London Gatwick to here in Minehead, and the weather is absolutely terrible, to be honest. I think this is the worst travel I've ever had, and I travel a lot, especially last year, but this year was something really special. It was so terrible. You cannot imagine. For me as a German, the snow or the temperature are no problems, but I think you don't have gadgets here to put the snow away from the seas. You know, we have that. We have also to put something. We also have gadgets or car to put snow to put salt on the streets so that the cars are not like sliding. But here...
Are you saying that we're not very well prepared here, Martin? Is that what you're saying? Yes.
Yes.
But it didn't affect you. You kept your concentration and, you know, some very good darts there as well.
Yeah, I mean, what I have to lose today. I mean, I'm so happy to be here. I mean, yesterday we had 2 flights cancelled, and I'm so happy here to be now. I'm traveling since 4:30 in the morning, so I'm absolutely happy now to be here, and I'm so happy now to win my game. Absolutely.
A long day, hard work. You can sleep well tonight, and we'll see you in action tomorrow. Well done, Martin.
Thank you. I will sleep. I think I will have the best sleep ever.
Yeah, the excellent Martin Schindler. What a story that is. Just to bring you bang up to date about how things stand behind me, Robert Thornton, well, he is now right on the brink of going down to David Pallett. 9-7 as things stand, so Pallett 1 leg away. Michael Smith has got his nose in front against Kirk Shepherd, 6-4, and 6-1 now, the deficit that A.D. Lewis has to make up against Dirk van Duivenbode.
Yes, UK Open this year, possibly not going to be AD's finest tournament, but that is how things stand. Rob Thornton there just chalking up another leg against Dave Pallett. Remember, the first to 10 goes through to the fourth round. We'll have the draw later on this evening, roughly about 10:30, 11:15 if you want to stay for that. Peter Wright trailing, he's 3-1 down. Kirk Shepherd trailing Michael Smith 6-4. Michael Smith going great guns in the Premier League at the moment. And A.D. Lewis now 7-1 down. There we go. We'll keep you posted throughout the evening here on ITV4. But it's time now to get another former world champion on stage. The world #1, Michael van Gerwen. He's the player that basically everybody was hoping to avoid in the draw. And his fellow Dutchman, Jeffrey de Zwaan, was the unlucky chap who did draw him. Let's get them both out on stage with John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the third round action of the Coral UK Open, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation and live on ITV Sport. Please welcome the players. It's Jeffrey de Zwaan and Michael van Gerwen.
Polite ripple of applause there for the world #1 Michael van Gerwen from the players' guests here in Reds Bar. Over to our commentators to talk us through this one. It's Chris and Stuart.
Yeah, thanks, Jackie. Michael van Gerwen, not surprisingly, odds on with the sponsors to win this match and to win the tournament. There he is, the world #1. Saw him recently win the Masters at Milton Keynes, and ranked #1 in the world and the #1 seed here as well after winning the first 2 UK Open qualifiers. Jeffrey de Zwaan, who is only 21 years of age but improving year on year, and got to a final of one of the qualifiers, so I think he'll feel that maybe not sitting on his shoulder when the draw was made by Chris Mason earlier. De Zwaan came out, drawn by Keith Deller. Van Gerwen drawn by Chris Mason. But here we go, Van Gerwen with the darts as he looks to win another TV major. Of course, 2015, 2016 winner here in Minehead. Missed last year's tournament because of a back problem.
When was the last time he lost on ITV?
100.
Go on.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you, mate.
Thought you had the answer.
It's a few years. How long's Jackie been fronting the show? Don't think she's ever seen him lose.
100.
October 2015, I think it was.
Yeah.
97.
Yeah, but de Zwaan improving, as I mentioned, got to the final. Brilliant run to the final of the 4th UK qualifier. Lost out to Gary Anderson, but showing on that day
56.
just what he's capable of. I thought Raymond van Barneveld was very disappointing, wasn't he?
Yeah, averaged just 86 and just lost his way in that match, but a lot of that was to do with the performance by Merv King, which as well as I've seen him play on TV for a few years, tops for 114.
Oh, look at that. Fantastic from Van Gerwen. The 180 from de Zwaan piles the pressure on. Not a bit of it.
83.
Looks in the mood.
57.
Yeah, but they'll get on with it. Plays at a really good pace, de Zwaan.
A lovely day with Michael on Wednesday at the JDC headquarters in Bristol, and then he was up the bar 501 with the kids and just knocking about, signing autographs, taking pictures, giving them a few tips on the dartboard, just strolling around like he was nobody.
Yeah,
incredible. It's great to see. Really has a passion for the youth darts, put his name and his money behind it.
140.
Yeah, good to see. I bet the kids couldn't quite believe it.
No, they couldn't. They were just open-mouthed. Of course, he's just, you know what Michael's like. He's very normal.
138.
Yeah, it's lovely to see.
90.
Jeffrey require 56.
Chance to hold throw. Been a good leg. 56 after 12 darts, so tops. Clean as a whistle.
Yeah, good stuff from Zwaan.
Third leg for Michael to throw first.
Give it a go. We saw earlier, we thought that Nathan Aspinall would run Rob Cross, the world champion, close. And he did. Van Gerwen with a 177. We've seen a 180 from Zwaan. We've seen a 114 finish from Van Gerwen.
85.
Quality. There's a few that reckon Zwaan can
80.
push Van Gerwen here. Let's see what happens.
Look happy about something, does he, Michael?
But he's used to this. You know, the fact that there's no
95.
crowd. The conditions actually for the players are very good now. There's been no complaints from any of them, and
134.
it's pretty comfortable for them, despite the cold outside, to be playing on the stages tonight. But Van Gerwen, he won the first two UK Open
81.
qualifiers, and he's won the first two
110.
Players' Championship tournaments, and it's this sort of environment
But he throws
sort
in.
of replicated, isn't it? Just very much at home on any stage.
Yeah.
$100. Michael require 56.
Tops for Van Gerwen. There we have
Start
it.
the third leg, Michael Van Gerwen. Fourth leg is Jeffrey to throw
All legs
first.
won.
Game on.
First dart in hand.
Beauty of social media, and it does have its positives.
85.
At Bruno Clear. Merv King, the last guy to beat MVG on ITV, the semis. I think King lost to Wade in the final,
43.
Masters 2014.
Yeah. That's what I said. Hey,
108.
the year before, Terry Jenkins beat him at the Players' Championship, didn't he?
Yes.
180 from Zwaan, averaging 106.
82.
Averaging 106, Jeffrey Zwaan. Michael Van Gerwen averaging 94.
$135.
This is what's going on the outside boards.
David Pallett beating Robert Thornton.
133.
Kim Huybrecht's 2 legs away.
101.
Peter Wright has come from 3-1 down. Michael Smith 1 leg away. Adrian Lewis on the verge of an upset
61.
defeat. And Johnny Clayton leading 4-3.
Yeah, against Michael Barnard. Great game, that one. Both averaging 100.
171.
Bit of pressure on this tops now.
Jeffrey require 40.
Pressure on this. Pressure
30.
from Van Gerwen.
That will hurt
72.
if he knocks this 72 in.
Tops he needs.
32.
Van Gerwen's turn to miss.
Jeffrey require 10.
Great entertainment, isn't it? They're getting on with it. The big scores, the important finishes, and Jeffrey Zwaan is level.
Game on.
2 apiece.
Game on.
100.
That's the switch.
97.
Successfully. Finds the treble 19.
$140.
Yeah, but Michael Van Gerwen,
100.
desperate to make it a hat-trick. He wanted to win 3 on the spin, but that back injury forced him out last
100.
year, and Peter Wright was a deserved winner. He was fantastic all through that weekend,
Played
wasn't
brilliant, didn't he?
he? Eventually beating Gerwin Price in the final to claim his first major. Thoroughly deserved it
44.
was.
Mikey require
4 down now. Peter Wright to Nathan Rafferty.
61.
But some great darts here. A couple of 180s from Zwaan, 177, 171 from Van Gerwen. Ton plus finish from the world number 1.
140. Mikey require
Certainly not
100.
overall, is he?
No, fancies the
Zwaan?
job.
Oh, that's a loose one. That's
Stinker.
a loose one. So all of a sudden,
44.
A chance here for Zwaan.
120.
No shortage of treble 20s for this man, so treble 20 now for tops. Oh,
60. Michael Gerwen, 56.
Well, Michael van
doesn't look
Gerwen.
convincing, does he?
Yeah.
Not tonight. He's averaging 92.
That didn't look convincing either, did it?
No.
So what a chance for Zwaan here to go ahead at the break. Double 10. And he takes the opportunity. So Michael van Gerwen here has some work to do against his compatriot Jeffrey Zwaan, the 21-year-old Dutch ace, cashing in on Michael van Gerwen errors. He has the break and he leads 3-2. And we'll be back after this break. Welcome back to the UK Open. We are at the last 64 stage. Adrian Lewis needing 82 to save the match. 9-4 down against Van Duijvenbode. And Lewis here looking like a double 16. And Adrian Lewis desperately hanging on. 9-5 it is to the Dutchman. But the Dutchman here is throwing for the match. And we'll keep you posted on that. Here, Jeffrey Zwaan is 3-2 in front against Michael van Gerwen. And Chris Mason has news about the UK Open defending champion Peter Wright.
Yeah, 6-4 down to the Irishman Nathan Rafferty.
Here we go. Luke Humphries against Ricky Evans. Humphries in front. Clemens, the young German, back to 8 apiece with Highbrecht. Peter Wright losing to Rafferty. Michael Smith a winner. And Van Duijvenbode 1 leg away. Johnny Clayton at the moment too good for Michael Barnard.
60.
And is there a story developing here as well, all round the venue? Adrian Lewis on the verge of going out. Peter Wright losing. Michael van Gerwen finds a 180. But behind here.
Come back off that break and start reeling off a few legs, but he fancies the job, does Zwaan. Every time Michael's hit a big score, he's responded. That's 5.
Brilliant response.
139.
You and I had a feeling this would be a cracking game.
Yep.
They haven't disappointed.
100.
Well, breaking news that Adrian Lewis is out,
42.
beaten by Dirk van
Jeffrey Gerwen,
Duijvenbode
161.
by 10 legs to 5. Kim Highbrecht is a winner, just 10-8 over
105.
Gabriel Clemens, but Lewis
Michael
beaten.
Gerwen, 140.
The winning leg in 12 darts. Another one of those. And double 10 for Michael van Gerwen on the wire.
120.
Danger here, going 4-2 down.
He's missed his last 4 darts at doubles, Michael van Gerwen. He could have won the last 3 legs. Is he going to lose another one?
36.
Oh.
Michael Gerwen, 20.
To break back then. Yeah, and punished Zwaan. Disappointment for Zwaan because 2 darts
Great
for
opportunity.
4-2 It was a huge opportunity.
If you're going to beat Michael, those are chances you've got to take. You've got to try and keep him on that back foot. Easier said than done. You get him at it. You can make him have a little bit of a wobble.
Well, Van Gerwen now up to 99 on the averages.
As we know, capable.
44.
There's another poor visit. 44. Incredible game in the Premier League a couple of weeks ago, Stu, with him and Gary Anderson. Both averaged 110.
Astonishing. Remember them both doing the same in the final of the
140.
Dubai World
Amazing.
Series, played outdoors last year. Another 1-7. Another 1-7-1 from Van Gerwen. Fantastic from the world number 1. Yeah, they both averaged 110 playing outdoors in Dubai in
100.
incredible heat.
106.
One of the best games that I've ever seen.
I actually watched that the other day.
Double 16 for Michael van Gerwen, 106 finish and a 12 darter.
Jeffrey to throw first.
Back-to-back legs for Van Gerwen. Well, he's not going yet. He had 3 in a row. 4 180s for Zwaan. But 2 darts from this for a 4-2 lead. How important will that leg prove to be?
Well, he's not let it bother him. He's responded.
134.
Got a tour card as well.
99.
Prize tour card Zwaan at the European Q School back in January.
I think people like Danny Noppert struggled over there in that, didn't he? And
Got through.
a lot of other players that you would expect to get cards didn't.
100.
Ratajski, he didn't get one, did he?
100.
Ratajski was unlucky, wasn't he? But Ratajski through here.
60.
Plenty of time. Michael way back on 207.
57. Jeffrey, you require 40. Okay, shot on the 8 leg. Jeffrey does
Good
not.
stuff from
9th leg is Michael
Zwaan.
for first.
13 darter, pulls level.
Both averaging 98.
Yep, 4 apiece.
59.
Michael Van Gerwen is going to have to work if he wants to win this.
He's pulling his socks up. He needs to.
140.
The latest scores from the other boards. Ricky Evans
60.
trailing
Luke
full
Humphries.
3
It's
to
a
Luke
good
Humphries.
Kim Heibrecht's confirming, beating the German Clemens 10-8. Right back to 6 apiece with Rafferty. Whitlock 1 up on Ian White.
60.
Shock defeat for Adrian Lewis. And Johnny Clayton close to victory.
100.
Just 19 points in front, so a great chance for Zwaan to punish.
100. $139.
Talked about Zwaan being unlucky to draw Van Gerwen. When the draw was made, certainly
60.
Van Gerwen would have known that he was going to be in a game. Knows all about Jeffrey Zwaan. Oh, double 16 for another fantastic Michael Van Gerwen finish. 143. He's taken out 114 and he's taken out 106. But he's only 5-4 up.
Finds a way to produce that magic.
Effortless. Makes it look so easy.
Yeah, there's no real aim, is there? It's just thrown on instinct.
You almost feel when he's playing like that, if you put a blindfold on him, he'll still.
Yeah.
It's the feel, isn't it? Just the feel of the dart.
Just knows where it is.
Yeah.
86.
More news coming in of the defending UK Open champion, Peter Wright. He was 6-4 down
96.
against Nathan Rafferty. He's won 3 legs on the spin, leads 7-6. We'll keep a very close eye on that. Now, Mr. Multiboard, Ned Bolting, we'll be watching closely.
He's only averaging 87, Peter Wright, so he's there for the taking.
$96.
Both averaging 97. But it's a good game.
It's hard to pick a winner.
Yeah, just played.
On throw, Zwaan has been very, very good.
71.
Threw that one away, Michael.
Jeffrey require 115. $59.
Chance, an outside chance if Michael piles in a big shot. He's just really going through the motions.
65.
Disappointing to see
Jeffrey
that.
require 56. Okay, finish on the 10th leg. Jeffrey
Fantastic
Zwaan.
finish from Jeffrey Zwaan. So what a performance this is turned out to be. Michael van Gerwen is in a real match here on day one of the UK Open Finals. The world #1, the #1 seed, has a lot of work to do. 5 apiece in a race to 10. Welcome back to the UK Open, and there we have Dirk van Diedenbode with a 10-5 victory over former champion Adrian Lewis. Stunning performance from the Dutchman. That's a big story, and is there a big story developing as well over on board 5? Young Nathan Rafferty against Peter Wright, and as it stands at the moment, Peter Wright has left himself on tops, but Rafferty leads 8-7. And Wright here scrapping to stay in this double 10 for Peter Wright, and Peter Wright does get double 10, so 8 apiece between Peter Wright and Nathan Rafferty, and we'll be keeping you bang up to date with that.
Seen some pictures earlier. He had like a sleeve on, didn't he, on his right arm? He's removed that.
So 8 apiece. The defending UK Open champion has it all to do against the young Irishman Nathan Rafferty.
The 18 or something?
Yeah, got a big future. And many people think Jeffrey Zwaan has, because that's another 180. 5 180s against the darts as well.
43.
Pressure on Van Gerwen.
60.
Well, are there some big stories?
Come on, Mike. 58.
Well, you heard that. Come on, Mike, he's saying to himself. Shouted it out in frustration.
$131.
And that reaction from Van Gerwen will be music to the ears of Zwaan, of course, getting frustrated, and, well, that's unlucky.
80. Jeffrey
The second dart.
130.
Look at that. Knocking
Straight
the
in the
flight
end of the
out.
stem.
But this is to break the throw and go ahead against Michael van Gerwen.
This is as vulnerable as I can remember seeing him for a long time,
65.
Michael. He's averaging just 93. I say just.
Well, can he produce the maximum?
140.
Well, what a big moment in this match. Does Zwaan here to break Van Gerwen. Needs tops, needs double 10. Steps back. Oh,
45.
This could hurt.
80.
he missed darts to break and go 4-2 up. Is he going to regret it? As Van Gerwen here looks at tops. It's a difficult angle.
60.
So it proved to be.
Just went inside. So
20.
back comes Zwaan. 20.
Double 5. Double 5. His 5th dart and it goes in. 5 attempts and he's broken to go 6-5 up.
Game on.
Astonishing. Peter Wright now leads 9-8 against Nathan Rafferty on board 5. Adrian Lewis is out.
134.
Peter Wright battling. Michael van Gerwen battling.
Barneveld out.
Barneveld gone, beaten by Mervyn King. What a
140.
night it's proving to be.
$100.
Enjoying this.
Very much so.
So often,
140.
Van Gerwen, under pressure, finds something
Yes.
extra special.
Always finds a way.
He's going to have to find something here.
45.
Has that opened the door for Van Gerwen to hit straight back? Looks like it, doesn't it? Great entertainment, really is.
140.
10 140s from Van Gerwen to only 3 from his opponent, but Zwaan 5 180s to 2 for Van Gerwen.
65. Mike Lyricwan, 81.
Double 12 to break back.
57.
He's missing
this
a
would
few,
be
isn't
quite
he?
something if he could
157.
manage this 157 finish.
Peter Wright and Nathan Rafferty has gone into a deciding leg. 9 apiece. Rafferty's just broken. And Rafferty has the darts to knock out the defending champ. Here, Michael van Gerwen breaks back and levels up at 6 apiece. It's a thrilling night all round.
Zwaan to be disappointed there, Stu. 15 darts,
Yeah.
not 1 dart at a double.
I know.
100.
6 all. Lewis gone, Barney gone. Peter Wright scrapping away. Chisnall, another big name. Ryan Meikle beating Dave Chisnall earlier. Is it going to be a big night of big names departing the UK Open? Well, here comes Zwaan again.
140.
Ian White 5-1 up on Whitlock. Another potential shock.
140.
Rafferty on the verge.
65.
Yeah, good switch from Van Gerwen. Just thinking about it, he'll stay down, I'm sure.
93.
The treble 16.
156.
And another. And another. Double 18. Oh, it kissed the top wire. Kissed the wire.
52.
Double 12 for Van Gerwen. This for a holder throw.
66.
What an opportunity.
36.
3 darts in hand, double 18 to go 7-6 up, and within 3, a massive, massive upset.
Jeffrey to start.
Wow.
14 leg is Jeffrey to throw first.
Talking of upsets,
Yep, Zwaan leads here 7-6, but a huge upset over on board 5, because we can confirm that the defending UK Open champion Peter Wright is out. He has
95.
lost 10-9 to the young Irishman Nathan Rafferty. A stunning performance and a stunning upset. Wright led 9-8.
95.
Rafferty won the last 2 legs. Peter Wright is out. Let's just see what else is going on around the boards. Michael van Gerwen in trouble against
Another
Jeffrey
upset there,
Zwaan.
Evans
Ricky
against
Evans 2
Humphries.
away. West in control,
41.
confirming Rafferty has beaten Wright. White 6-1 up against Whitlock. Gerwin Price against Alex Roy, and Johnny Clayton has beaten Michael Barnard. Lewis,
59.
Wright, Chisnall, Van Barneveld, all beaten. What can Michael van Gerwen do here against Jeffrey Zwaan?
156.
lot more of that.
Zwaan has broken Van Gerwen on 3 occasions.
140. Jeff Uruguay 107.
Tops to go 8-6 up.
87.
And will he come back? Michael van Gerwen, the master of the 170.
Not this time.
No.
105.
To go 8-6 up.
20.
Big stories developing all round the UK Open. And here, Jeffrey Zwaan now is 2 legs away from beating Michael van Gerwen. Well, it is a dramatic night here. The darts
just
are red
outside.
hot. Yeah, it might be a
60.
scene of white outside, the heavy snow, the freezing temperatures, but here the action
140.
is red hot. sounds simple for Zwaan.
100.
Whole throw twice and
Yep.
you beat Michael van Gerwen in a TV major. It sounds simple. I can assure you it isn't.
91.
Is that 170 again?
99.
Gotta see here now if
170.
Zwaan can hold his nerve.
Next leg's key, isn't it? It's his
Yep.
first one with throw to hold. On many occasions, it's what Michael does. It's almost taken out of your own hands if he produces a 12-dart leg.
$140. Michael Gerwen, 74.
Well, much needed for Michael van Gerwen. But now this is the big leg. It really is.
Game on.
Oh, Zwaan! Pressure, what pressure as he fires in a 6-180.
136.
Oh,
135.
5 perfect darts, nearly a 6th. And Michael van Gerwen, 2 times UK Open champion.
140.
In his first match, the world #1, the #1 seed against the 21-year-old Dutch compatriot Jeffrey Zwaan.
95.
We've seen van Gerwen win the last 3 or 4 legs of matches
Jeffrey Gerwen, 91.
many times in the past. Is he going to have to do it again? Well, 129.
43. Michael Gerwen, 129.
Oh, he's hit the treble 3. So now, oh, and he went for
69.
tops.
Jeffrey
He's
Gerwen,
thrown it out to the
48.
board. Was that a panic from van Gerwen?
Lack of focus.
He's gone. 8 for tops now, double 10, and he's got
on the 60
another
leg,
leg, and he leads 9-7.
Dean
Darter.
Game on.
Michael van Gerwen is a leg away from being
Whoa.
beaten and falling at the first hurdle. What a story this is. On a night of stories. Peter Wright, the defending champion, is out. Here comes Zwaan.
140.
An 8th 140, 6 180s. Adrian Lewis is out. Raymond van Barnevel's out.
60.
Dave Chisnall's gone. But Peter Wright, the defending champion, beaten by virtual unknown Nathan Rafferty. And here, Michael van Gerwen
82.
is scrapping for his survival in this year's UK Open.
137.
Oh, what drama here in Minehead. It's been a long, long day.
59.
The tournament getting the go-ahead at the last minute, and some players not being able to make it. All the big names have made it. And Van Gerwen under pressure is producing some great darts in this leg. But even if he wins it, Zwaan will throw for the match.
100. Michael Gerwen, 70.
Tops he needs to stay in it.
30.
And Jeffrey
120 to
Zwaan
win it.
now
120.
has a
Right.
chance to beat Michael van Gerwen. Yes! 20! Top for Zwaan!
80.
Just over the wire.
40.
Well, well, well. Michael van
John
Gerwen
70
survives
flag.
just.
18 leg is Jeffrey to throw first. Game on.
Well, that was for a 10-7 victory. Missed tops Jeffrey Zwaan. Now, can he hold his nerve and throw for the match? You bet he can. 140.
140.
Looks so good on throw the whole match.
Well, he's held it all together as well, hasn't he? And it's Michael van Gerwen who's been under pressure.
41.
And there we have it. Says it all. 41 scored. Is it the end of Michael van Gerwen?
Looks like it is.
What a performance! 140, 140 when you're throwing for the biggest win of your life.
140.
Still, best part of us. Come on, 99 in front, plus these. Into trouble.
100.
Ton 40 ton. Putting together a fabulous leg. He needed a 180, didn't he?
123.
6 starts on 1-2-1 for Jeffrey Zwaan. Huge victory.
Treble 20. We'll just leave it.
65.
Handy. Don't panic.
Great thinking that was.
Don't
Great
panic
board
now.
management.
So here we go.
96.
Jeffrey Zwaan
56.
to beat Michael van Gerwen at the UK Open Finals. He needs tops. And Van Gerwen is gone! Michael van Gerwen is out of the UK Open Finals in a stunning upset. It was a stunning performance from Jeffrey Zwaan. What a night this is turning out to be in Minehead. Peter Wright out, Adrian Lewis out, Raymond van Barneveld out, Dave Chisnall out, and Michael van Gerwen out. Zwaan wins 10-8. Wow.